Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Giovanni. They sell all kinds of stamps. You can get letter sizes from itty bitty letter size all the way up to inch and a half letter size. There's a lot of companies online that you can get different stamps and stamp sets from. Just go look on the internet and you'll be able to find them. Again, take care of your tools. These things are not cheap. And of course, what we got for you guys to stamp with tonight is our personal set of stamps. We've got everything up here from cross battle axes to fleur-de-lis to Celtic knotwork to dragons.
To a moon.
Could there have been any more M in that?
Moon.
I noticed the big steps disappeared.
Huh? Oh no, yeah, you can use them if you want to. When you go buy your stamps from Tandy, you'll get them, but they cost about $3-4 a piece for one, and they have a whole wall of different stamps that you can get and different sets you can get. Get a set.
Setter.
Thank you, setter. And if you the basic way is to do it like this. What we found, go ahead and spend the extra couple of dollars and get the mule's foot that goes with it. It's sold separately. I sound like I'm working for Tandy again. It's sold separately, but what this does is it slips over those arms right there, and then this piece fits into there, and then when you strike, it gives you an even hit all the way around, so you're not bouncing with it, you're not getting one side that's hit harder than the other. This thing is worth the money. It will save you time. How much?
The craft tool hand press.
Hand press.
And the order number is 3990-00.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I love you. One, just mean it. Of course, I'm not going to touch it till we're done. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to get the leather wet. For those of you who are in the class.
You did not walk in on that. It was actually a total. Stacy faces back there. She counts.
Love you.
They're the ones that take it, by the way.
Wet the leather down. Choose what stamp you guys want. We'll be up here helping you guys. We got 3 hammers available. We got 2 set up, so we can just move them through. So we don't have. You guys are lucky that we only got, I think, 10 or 11 of you guys who are actually going to do it. So usually it's like 33. Real quick, you saw us have to go out and appropriate said heavy piece that my fellow captain carried in here from some place on the property that we won't mention. Reason is you have to have a striking surface to tool on. You can't just do it on a regular table because you'll get bounced and it'll mess up your tool job. All of us on our workstations in the shop have big marble slabs that sit on there. You can buy them from Tandy. They're not uber expensive. The other thing you can do is go down to where they make headstones for cemeteries. Go in there and go, hey guys, do you mind if I go through that pile of masonry you got in the back? And they're usually like, yeah, whatever, have at it, man. Yeah. And you can come out with some really pretty nice pieces of marble that they're throwing away as trash. Pick it up, carry it, drop it in your car, take it to your shop, clean it off a little bit. Now you got this really pretty piece of marble for next to nothing.
Another thing, places if you can find a concrete testing lab, they have these cylinders of concrete that they're just
Everything here?
people in here.
Rock on, hell yeah, it's different from what I heard. Works for me. All right. Works for me. That's different than what I was told earlier, and I like that. Means I don't have to carry these things all the way back to Texas. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Everybody raise their hand who's gonna be doing this part of it. Yes, I love you people.
I told you.
Here, take these, hand those out.
Keep your hands up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're gonna come here, Captain Yellow Crew. He's gonna go over wetting the leather real quick. You're gonna wet it. Pick the stamp you want, stamp it. We're gonna have you move over to if you guys choose to dye them, then move next, get them dyed and stuff. If you don't want to dye because you want to go home and do some stuff to it, work on it, don't worry about that part. Okay.
You miss anybody? Anybody else?
It's an 8-9 ounce, or you can also ask for size.
Yeah, saddle skirting. This is some thick stuff.
All right, real quick, guys.
stuff along these lines. Remedial.
You're gonna be 10 minutes.
2, 3.
10 minutes left.
Is there a panel in here after us?
I can go check.
We
the
keep
schedule.
we
They
keep
keep,
being
we
told
keep
that.
getting told different things.
I will check the official schedule and get back to you in like 2 seconds.
Sounds
Maybe
good.
like 30.
Would be the first time I've done
Quick
this
note,
stuff in the
guys.
parking lot.
There are 3 different colors of dye. There's scarlet, which is a really deep red, a really nice red, black, and bison brown. It's kind of a grayish brown. You see a lot of the leather through it, so it's semi-translucent. There's going to be 2 daubers per dye, which is what you'll use. Please don't mix them. I'll have the cap down so that you can set it on the cap and not get the dye on the table. All you do is soak it and tap it on the inside to remove the excess or whatever, so that way you don't have too much dye.
I'm not
Can you
I'm
patch?
back to say I'm an uninformed opinion and take as long as you want.
Okay.
I love you.
You're a classy lady.
I'll be here to help you out. Because with some of these dyes, I don't think any of these do it, but there's some dyes that I think navy blue does it, just off the top of my head. For some reason, if you put too much in any given area on the leather, it'll yellow. I don't know why. It gets a filmy yellow look, and it's hideous. So just a good habit, even though none of these will do it, is to not over soak it, and you want to work with little before you work with too much as far as dyes go. And then after it's dried, I think the black one is really the only one that we can do it with. We have wool that you can buff it out a bit. Actually, never mind. This is regular black. If you get UNSC black, there are other dyes, but just off the top of my head, UNSC black, once it's been dyed, it'll film over, it'll have kind of a matte finish. It's not supposed to. What you're supposed to do is get some wool or something microfiber soft, and you buff it out, and it sheens it. It makes it really glossy. Quick note, when you get home, you can seal it. They sell at Handy the finish sprays. That way, if your leather gets wet, it won't run on your clothes or anything, especially if you do dye the underside. When you don't dye the underside in here because we don't have enough, but just note for future use. After you're done with that, you're gonna move over here.
The other thing you do real quick, guys, is when you get these home, if you got some suede, and you go to tanning, get suede, you can also line the back of it with suede, which will also help with that as well.
Suede glue is
Suede glue will lock it into place, and it's a lot better, and it doesn't smell all funky.
yeah, it's dyeing the underside.
Just suede.
After you're done with that, the holes are already punched for you. Just move over here, you'll have a helper show you how to set the eyelets using the red bearing. And after that, you're going to move over here, you'll have another helper to give you the right length of cording that you use to lace it up. Cut it if you want to keep it from fraying. You can actually use a lighter, just wave it over the ends, and it's a plastic based cording, so it'll seize it up from
It's a
fraying.
lighter holster.
So, starting from this end, or actually, you know what? Okay. Maybe easier to start from this end.
Denied!
Okay.
That was mean.
I know this.
For sure.